Good morning, YouTube. Here is my latest lawnmower find. It's old, it's taken apart, it's kind of rough, but I don't think it's dead. We're going to take a look here, see what we can do, see what parts are missing, see what it sounds like, if it runs good or not, if it's fixable. So come with me. I've already worked on this a little bit and I've discovered something interesting which I'll show you, but this is pretty much how I found it on the curb, taken apart. This cover and that rewind were, maybe the wind caught it, they were not next to the mower anymore. The upper handlebar was not connected anymore. These bolts and nuts, star nuts, were missing completely, so I had to replace those. When I found this cover, I thought it would be a Tecumseh engine, but it's actually a Briggs. This is the rewind that came with it. The teeth inside, I don't know if I can show with one hand. Teeth inside, one of them's missing. That one there is missing. And the reason why, they cut grooves in the starter cup. I think they were starting this with a rope like you used to. Here's a spare, there's no grooves in it. I think those grooves caught on the teeth and destroyed it. So I dug around, found another cup, found another cover. It needs to be painted. We're going to see what we can do here with this old guy. Our replacement starter cup is on the mower, and we gave my spare recoil a coat of paint, and we replaced the rope that was in it. It was a little bit frayed. I actually used the old rope, put it back in. In addition to all the other pieces that were missing on this mower, we're also missing the correct blade. It should have a 21 and it's got a 20. Go figure. Unfortunately, the cable for this mower is all frozen. I tried to squirt a bunch of liquid wrench down into it and it just will not free up. So for today, we're gonna try to start it with this zip tie on the brake. Okay, I'm gonna see what we have here. I'm gonna try to give this a start. Alright, cheapy old lawnmower update. I had to bend the air vane piece of metal that connects to the throttle. I think the previous owner overbent it, and it just didn't look right to me. I didn't have a spare that I could find, or one I could look off of, so I just kind of stretched it out and then recurled the one end that hooks onto the air vane, just kind of by memory. And then I had to adjust the RPMs. I bent that metal tab that connects to the spring to the throttle. I bent that in because this was running way too fast, and now we're running at a decent speed. And then the thing that really blew my mind was the rewind. When you'd pull the rope, it wouldn't always catch on the flywheel, the starter cup. I tried several different flywheel cups, a couple different rewinds, shrouds, and nothing was working consistently. What I ended up doing, right back there, is a junk engine. I think a very similar one to this. And I took the starter cup right off of that. You can see that one there has the air vane just like this. I took that starter cup with the screen, put it on here, and it still wasn't working great. It was working about 80% of the time. And the other 20% you pull the rope and it wouldn't catch. So what I ended up doing, I've never had to do this before, I grabbed a washer with a decent thickness and I put it in between the starter cup and the flywheel. And I think that has fixed my problem with the rope not always catching. We're about to find out. So far so good. So this was a first for me. I've never had so much trouble with one of these rewinds and it not catching the flywheel. But I think, thanks to my spare engine and a fat washer, it seems to be working now. So it still needs a tune-up, and I will have to order a cable for it. Unfortunately, the sticker with the model number is gone. And I'll probably have to invest in a 21-inch blade to make this right. Lucky for me, I have a cousin that's very similar deck from last summer. I haven't sold it yet because I've been too busy. And this one still has the model number. So I think I can use Big Brother as a reference for me to order a cable. It's been a lot of farting around for about a $60 to $80 mower, but sometimes that's what you're dealt. But I think it paid off. Thanks for watching.